Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina in Wake Forest Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines and we check in with her right now.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game he has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure.
The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Hard-hitting tackle. And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a... Long. Grabbed behind the line, it's Davis. And short, safe pass. Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina in Wake Forest Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Well, guys, Coach told me this hostile environment is going to be a big challenge today. This is a huge opportunity. They almost made it to the national championship last year. As the runner-ups, they have proven that they can compete with anybody in college football, but now they've got to show they can do it again and be consistent competitively. Reese?
Appreciate that, Holly. And Deacons ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Miami's offense will go on the attack first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically... Sends it back in motion. Throwing, Mensah. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Lopez, play action. Rushes on him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. That's caught. It's Davis. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wiggins. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Demon Deacons can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it. It's Wiggins. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Fires to the tight end. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Lopez wants to fire. Here's a heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. From the gun, 3rd down, Gio Lopez. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
He'll bring it out. It's Pringle. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get some. Turning it on. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. The Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
That's caught. It's Jacobs. Breaks free, and he might be gone. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And for the majority of the offseason, we thought Mensah was going to be starting for Duke in the offseason saga that happened. Obviously, a lot went into it. But here's what you know about Miami quarterbacks in recent history. Cam Ward, the #1 pick. Carson Beck, a lot of experience coming in. Now Darren Mensah comes in. Miami finds the guy. They have to have that spot covered. And Palmer, they got a really good one.
They have been able to reload. And for anybody that didn't know Darren Mensah and where he started, just look back to his film just 2 years ago at Tulane when he's absolutely lighting up in the American, wins an ACC championship at Duke, and now filling in for Carson Beck and a team that just went to a national championship, but this is a guy with tons of talent. They think there will be no drop-off at the QB spot. They've got their eyes set on taking one step further this time to win it all
the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
The Canes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Got it. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. The play action fake. Touchdown Hurricanes. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Red pass, it's complete. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Line gets set, 1st down. Using his legs, it's Wiggins. Breaks the tackle. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Might as well stick with him. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's Lopez to throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the 1st down.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this.
There's a crease. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Demon Deacons have moved it inside the 20. Has it. And he was so close to scoring with that one, but he's shoved out of bounds at the 2. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Demon Deacons.
And The offense gets 7 on that drive, and I tell you what, man, like, they got 3, they got some good momentum going, continued the momentum, creating some big plays. Palmer, this offense feels like right now, early in this football game, that they're in control, that they know what they want to do, and the defense is reeling on them.
Yeah, the defense needs a stop bad the next time they come out. They've got to go back. They've got to get on the iPads. They've got to take a look at what this offense is doing to attack them, because they do look like they're on their heels right now. Obviously giving up a field goal early, but now a touchdown. The next time they take the field, they absolutely need a stop.
And he made the extra point without problem. Fielded in the end zone. It's Pringle. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Push down for the tackle. And the Hurricanes moving quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Bringing the heat. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Punt is in the air. Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. They'll move the wide receiver. The play fake, Gio Lopez. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Wiggins. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Motion from the back. Lopez from the gun on 3rd down. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing 2nd and long from the 19.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Punt is on its way. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Quick step and go. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Demon Deacons come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. The Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field. Quick completion to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the offense found no success with the backward-going pass. How about a forward pass on 2nd and long? Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Lopez. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. Here's a Demon Deacon still down on the field, and they'll stop play to have him looked at. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Caught in the backfield, it's Lofton. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Ground game really important. Let's take a look at how these running backs have fared through 1 quarter of play. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Canes headed quickly to the line. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Using the quick game. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to him on the ground. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. A 3rd down try for the offense. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Canes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Just barely picked up a yard, but that last completion, it's 2nd and 9.
Well, when we talk Miami and their ability to throw it, it all starts and ends with Malachi Toney and what he did on some of the biggest stages a year ago as a true freshman, right? He just had that game-breaking speed. You just want to find ways to get this young player the football because he's a home run waiting to happen. They've got a lot of other talent surrounding him, but he is the focal point of their ability to throw on the rock.
And I can't tell you how impressed I was with him. And not just catching the football, not the short stuff, the long stuff, the blocking. Like, the consummate pro. That kid came in as a freshman and looked like he was a 21-year-old veteran. Like, I can't wait to watch his steps to see if he continues to grow and get better. Because the start was at a high level, as in one of the best in all of college football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. From the shotgun, the inside give. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Mensah. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. Off the play fake. Got a man. It's Lofton. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Canes want to crank the tempo. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. In the red area, it's Fletcher. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Here's Mensah to throw. Completes it in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. It'll be 3rd and long. The run inside. It's Fletcher. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Slams ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Canes. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. There's a Demon Deacon still down on the field, and they'll stop play to have him looked at. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Pulls it on the option. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Demon Deacons in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running inside. It's Wiggins. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. From the gun on 3rd down. Lopez makes the grab on the left. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. The Demon Deacons will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Hurricanes are in the hurry-up.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
That's reeled in. It's Lofton. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary, catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They feed him again. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Throwing, Mensah. On target. There he goes. On the Houdini-like moves, get it to the 22. There's a Demon Deacon still down on the field, and they'll stop play to have him looked at. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Works the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Run in the red zone. It's Fletcher. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback making adjustments. They give it to him again. Oh, what a cut! Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Here he comes with the return. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Fakes to grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Demon Deacons will call on their punt team. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Unloads quickly. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The Canes want to move quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Runs through the tackle.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Off play action. Pressure coming. Trying to get rid of it. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. It's complete to the right. He gets nothing on the play, knocked out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. And the Hurricanes will send out the punt unit. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Throwing, Lopez. On the move, he fires. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Lopez to pass. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Their own goalpost looming over this offense. 3rd and 10 from inside their own 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. So Miami signals for a timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Kick is in the air. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here's Jordan Lyle to begin the drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Up-tempo for the offense.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Canes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. 2nd down coming up. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And the extra point splits the uprights. It's 28-13. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Makes the grab down the middle. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Lopez wants to fire. Here's the pressure. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. The Demon Deacons use their 2nd timeout. They'll have 1 left. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're in the gun on 3rd down. It's Lopez. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. The Demon Deacons will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And with time running out in the first half, they'll take the knee, content with the lead they have, and head to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's lead things off with Houston taking on the number 14 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Cougars looking to make it 3 straight victories to start the new year. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Back now to your game in Winston-Salem. We figured we'd be in store for a defensive stalemate. Instead, these two teams have moved the football on the ground. Kind of a throwback game, and I'm not sure there's any need to change it up in the second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at a Legacy Stadium.
He'll bring it out. It's Daniels. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Breaks into the open. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And the Demon Deacons want to pick up the tempo. Here's Lopez to throw. Pucks it out of the air. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do out once he has it.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They'll try to power their way ahead. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. They kick it away on fourth down. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
Snags it over the middle. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Got his man. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. That's caught. It's Davis. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. So Miami signals for a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Lopez to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. and they'll have to be very judicious as they only have one timeout remaining. They go play action with Lopez. Dumps it off in the flats. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Lopez. Zings it complete to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Looking for space, it's Wiggins. Could be an alley. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Gets it to the back. Could not make his way to the corner. If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. From the gun, 3rd down, Gio Lopez. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Mensah. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And down he goes. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
How big can this be for this offense, taking advantage of the turnover and starting with the 1st and goal? On the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Throwing, Lopez. Fires into the end zone. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Lopez wants to fire. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Touchdown, Wake Forest. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's how you bail your offense out, David. In a goal-to-go situation, you've been going backwards here a little bit, but you've got a quarterback that can take the game over with his legs. Great job scrambling for the touchdown.
I mean, it's uncanny. He's just got a knack, and it's so frustrating to play defenses against guys like this. I've got the right defense dialed up. I'm there to make a play for my team, but he's too good, and he makes the guy miss, and he takes it to the end zone. This guy is just an absolute headache.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quick release by the QB. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Got a man in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Pulls and fires complete to the right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Turning it on! They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. There's a Demon Deacon still down on the field, and they'll stop play to have him looked at. The Canes have this offense rolling. Here's Mensah to throw. Firing to the right, complete. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. And the Hurricanes in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Fletcher. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Canes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Working the middle. It's complete. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. There's a Demon Deacon still down on the field, and they'll stop play to have him looked at. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Throwing, Mensah. Got it behind the line. It's Fletcher. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. That is their sophomore starting wide receiver. Hope he's just shaken up momentarily. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on it. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. He's got it on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Demon Deacons come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and 5. Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Demon Deacons! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football. But here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quick completion on the out. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Canes will hustle to the line.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They'll run play action. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Wake.
Number 1 job of the defense, affect the quarterback. Get to him, make him a little bit flustered, uncomfortable. Jesse, his 2nd fumble of the day, and this time it goes to the house.
Yeah, and David, you know as a former DN, the coaches were telling their guys, hey, you got him to fumble once. If you get close to him, strip away at that thing. Get your hands on him. The ball's going to come out again. That's exactly what happened. They were opportunistic, not just recovering it, scooping and scoring for a big TD.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. The give. He gets it into the end zone for the 2, and now they lead by a field goal. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Lyle. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up.
Got a little grass.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back. You better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss play.
Keeps it himself. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The Hurricanes will punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Got a little space. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Right back to the well. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. As we head to the fourth quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Lopez from the gun on third down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
The Demon Deacons line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Secures it at the 30. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Mensah. He rifles one deep down the middle. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. So the defense sets him up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. The run inside. It's Wiggins. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Give to the running back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Now facing a third and long. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. And the Demon Deacons send out the punt unit. And the punt will hit at the... They've got a first down here. Want to start his bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Great job by the defense that time getting the sack, but no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Here's Mensah to throw. Rush is on him. Right on the money. Ridden out of bounds at the 14-yard line, and that'll give them a bit more room to operate. And the Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Lopez to pass. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win first and second down, you set up third and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
The Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Trying to move them on the counter. Knocked off his feet. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Throwing, Mensah. Trying to set up the screen. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. There he goes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And a lot of times in football, man, the short memory, we usually talk about the quarterback. But sometimes it's the running back who puts it on the deck. Sometimes it's your playmaker out wide who puts the ball on the deck. But that doesn't mean you abandon him. You come back to him, let him make plays. Nice job making the catch. And I still expect him to be a big part of this football game.
Right back to it. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. The official says no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And man, what a big spot, a big field goal, and he just misses the opportunity to tie this football game. That was needed, 4th quarter. That was a big-time kick. That one might come back to bite him.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Wiggins. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Here we go, 3rd down and 1. Let's see what you're made of. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. They boot it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Grab behind the line. It's Jacobs. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Canes moving quickly to the line. To the air on second down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Getting late, pressure building, huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. Makes the grab. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Hurricanes are marching down the field. They'll run it on the counter. Maybe some room here.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Fletcher. Inside the 30. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Miami! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
Personal foul. Looking to kick kicker. Defense.
That was a reckless hit by the defender. The kickers are in a vulnerable spot, and they have to protect them. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Let's see how aggressive this defensive coordinator is with the lead in just a few minutes left. Running inside, it's Clark. Makes it past the marker. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. They're going to ride this running back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Demon Deacons come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. It's complete on the right side. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Who can you count on in those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters. And the extra point is good. They're up by 3, and a field goal would just bring us even. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
They get a big completion there, and I know there's a sense of urgency. This is a 2-minute drill, but there is still time on the clock. This quarterback understands how to manipulate that and work that. We'll be clocking it. We're going to be using the sidelines to our advantage and try to put ourselves in a position to win this game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Here's a heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Fourth down, gotta have it here. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover, all the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody. It's the Central Michigan Chippewas and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in pregame with the Miami head coach. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in and they didn't know what they...
The Chippewas ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. So Miami's offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. And here comes Darian Mensah, the incoming transfer out of Duke. He was under siege last time out, sacked 6 times, and it forced him into 2 interceptions. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Canes headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Mensah. Got it in the middle, it's Lofton. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Fletcher. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Right back to the well. Thrust that arm out. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Wide receiver comes in motion. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. And the Hurricanes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's Mensah to throw. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
The run inside. It's Blue. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. Quarterback keep. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now the play fake. Bring in the heat. Got his man. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker.
First down.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. Looking for space. It's Blue. Tough, determined run. Gets it down to the 12. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The defense was all over it. They know 3rd down, the quarterback can be a viable threat in the run game, played physical, played close to the line of scrimmage, made the big stop.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll send the back in motion. Running inside. It's Lyle. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much.